Well, the conference has hit the nail on the head. We've got to start listening and engaging with our customers. It's not just preaching to them, it's actually listening.
The focus seems to be on an urgent issue, which is customer service and the relationship between the utilities and our customers.
And we're getting a bit more clarity on where we're going as an industry.
We think that as an industry, we're entering a difficult time. We are a utility, but in terms of what we're doing about it, it is picking up that trust agenda and taking it out. It is being honest and open and simple. It's providing people with the service they want. It is explaining and it's going out to them. And I hope it works, because we certainly do need to have the customers with us as we do this great big £110 billion worth of investment over the next decade.
Actually, one of the frustrations I often feel is people who stand up and argue this is the right answer. There's not one answer. There's a whole series of trade-offs and there's a whole series of scenarios.
Governments are unwilling, reluctant to commit to very long-term future policy when they don't quite know what the more immediate imperatives are likely to look like.
I've never understood about the way in which we've managed to allow people to think that there's an easy way forward which makes money and a difficult way forward which doesn't make money. So let's realise the world is going to act because climate change is happening. The way that we have to prepare for the impacts of climate change is to be ahead of the curve so that we are part of the solution instead of being part of the problem.
Well, I think the main challenge for the water sector, and it doesn't matter where you are, for me, is the extreme events tied into climate change.
I think there's a real appetite to rethink approaches towards customer, taking retail and service experience from elsewhere.
I'm going to talk about the way in which we developed and implemented our travel demand management programme. There was a certain amount of pressure that transport would be the Achilles heel of delivering a great games.
And already there's some insight appearing about where we should focus our efforts in the future.
For us, I think the climate and how it affects us is so important. So whether it's flood or drought or fire, or in our case, as I was speaking today about the freeze-thaw event, these are all things driven by climate change.
I don't think there'll be lots of customers switching per se, but I think there will be a cultural change and a focus on a customer over the next few years in preparation for competition, like there was in the power sector.
And we really do need, as an industry, across all sectors, need to work on how people understand what they're doing.